All right, hey guys, week 2 of this here. Thought the last episode was going to be the second episode. Last episode was the first episode, which means there's a ghost episode out there that you'll never hear. But whatever. Maybe I'll make it come out at some point. You know, like cut it together and do a little best of if this hits, 100 episodes or something like that. But let's not make our goals too lofty and just, what's up? Welcome to Congratulations. And I'm Chris D'Elia, and I'm here. And dude, this is like pretty good for me because, oh, by the way, it's echoey a little bit, and we're going to take care of that next week. I know it's a little echoey, but I got I'm getting 24 of these fucking egg crate like sound things, and I'm going to hang them up. And so that'll take care of that, I think. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to cover myself in blankets and do it under it like I'm 4 years old and I built a tent in my house with a flashlight, and that'll take care of it. But yeah, so that's what's up. I'm back in town. I was in Minneapolis and also Indianapolis and also Chicago. And I am still prepping for my hour that I'm going to shoot in Vancouver on the 24th, I think. And so it's going well. I did one show in Minneapolis at a college, which was cool. It was kind of like a fucking cafeteria. When you get to these college gigs, you never know what kind of room you're going to end up playing. Sometimes you literally are playing in a library and people are trying to read as well and study. Which, by the way, don't have a library anymore because also there's the internet. But these colleges have libraries, and sometimes you're performing in like cafeterias and shit, or in the science room. And but no, it was pretty good. The class came, the school came out. It was awesome. College gigs got to get their lighting right, though. Whenever I get to a college gig, it's like some nervous 19-year-old that's like, oh, thanks for coming. We really wanted to book you, and you're here now. And so if there's anything you need, let us know. And I'll say something like very easy. I'll be like, oh yeah, well, maybe a coffee. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Okay. Well, let me. Okay, yeah. That's what the quote is. That. And then I'll wait, and then he'll leave for a while, come back with no coffee, never mention the coffee. And then the show will start. And it's fine because he's a kid and I don't want to fuck with him and be like, where the fuck is my coffee? Because I'm not a diva. I don't give a shit really that much. He offered, so whatever. But that happens all the time. And so anyway, you get out there and then I'm like, can you just make it as dark as possible? Because you got to tell these guys to do it as dark as possible. Because if not, you'll get out there and it'll be like, oh, this isn't a show. All 1,000 of us are getting abducted, because that's what it feels like, because the fucking light is so bright out there because they don't know how to run a show, which why would they? They just are in charge of the entertainment shit. Then they're 19. They don't know how to fucking set up a show, which is I don't blame them. So you get out there and they made it as dark as possible, but they can never make it as dark as possible because there's always emergency lights on because it's a college and they need to have like safety rules and shit. So I was out there doing a show and it was like pitch black for the front half, and the back half there were like 500 kids in this fucking bright light that was like this safety light. And so I was doing crowd work to the kids in the fucking back, which I've never done before, because usually you just do crowd work to the people up front. But anyway, that show was great. Then I did a show in Indianapolis, which was awesome. A theater there, the Egyptian Room. And Indianapolis came out, man. It was awesome. And then I did Chicago for 2 shows at the Vic, which is maybe arguably my favorite theater in America that I've done. I wanted to shoot my special there, but it was just everyone shoots their special there. So I'm doing it in Vancouver. And I'm ready. I'll be in Atlanta the end of this week. But or maybe last week. I don't know when this podcast is coming out. But anyway, it's cold as fuck, dude. It's cold as fuck everywhere, but like it feels like LA. Like I get to these places and it's like, yeah, you're in Minneapolis and it's literally 12 degrees. It's 12 fucking degrees and it's February, which is fine. I know that's the cold month. But like, and I get people grow up there and they get used to it and shit like that, but I can't imagine living in a place that's that gets 12 degrees. The second LA got 12 degrees, I'm out, dude. I'm out. Dude, you don't understand. I blast my heat in my hotel room no matter what the fuck temperature it is because it's always cold in hotel rooms. I'm like a girl. You know how girls are always cold? You know how like when you're starting to hang out with a girl and like you're like, oh, she's awesome, and then like you're watching TV one night, you get to the point where you're just like lounging, and then she just cuddles up on you, and then her hand feels like a fucking penguin. Like it's so cold. That's how cold I am always. And I always make my hotel room 80 fucking degrees. And anytime my opener comes in, they're like, oh, come on. I'm like, this is how it is. You fucking work for me. You sit here and you hang out and we lose some weight. But so yeah, it's free. I don't understand this. I don't understand. I don't understand being in a place that's cold. I love Chicago, but man, fuck that, dude. Be in LA only. You know what I mean? And don't even be in Miami either because Miami's always warm. But fuck those 30-minute torrential downpours. You'll be hanging out at like you'll like go to a fucking Radio Shack to get some bullshit, and then you come out of Radio Shack and there's cars flying by like in the air because it's like a scene from Twister and you got to just wait inside the Radio Shack for 30 minutes. Like, yeah, the cars will stop fucking flying around because it's just these storms last 23 minutes. Fuck that. Oh, you live in a place where it'll torrentially down, rain will torrentially fall, downpour. What, you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, for 23 minutes? Ah, nah. Oh, dude, really quick. I won't live there. Yo, really quick. Oh, I'll live in a place that doesn't have that. Because there are places like that in the world. So live those places. Oh, but your family grew up? Oh, you grew up there and your family's there? I'll move them. Oh, your family's staying there? Oh, I'm going to go somewhere else. I know that's a little bit of a like harsh stance, but fuck that. I went to Miami though once. I did a show and I didn't know it was going to land on, I think it's called Ultra, the fucking EDM festival. First of all, Miami, don't have a festival because you're Miami. Indianapolis, have a festival because people don't have anything to do there really. Sorry, I mean, I'm not really that sorry saying that. But like Miami having a festival is like doing cocaine on cocaine. Like you can do some cocaine and then you're at the top of your shit and then you're like, let's do more cocaine. Like you're good. Just chill. Don't do that. Don't do more. Right? Miami, a festival in Miami is like that one person who is like just way too drunk and ruins the night. Like there's fucking 4 or 5 guys and you're out having a good time and everyone's like this drunk and they're like, yo man, fucking so fun, dude. Dude, remember when Tommy did this shit and he fucking did that and that was so funny and his dad came in the room? That's fine. That's Miami. But then there's the other guy that's like, yo dude, you fucking know what the fuck, dude? You ain't trying to talk this shit, man. Fuck that guy. And he's pointing at a guy over there and he's like, fuck him, man. You see the way he fucking bumped into this shit? And that's what Miami and a festival is. It's not fun. Dudes with shirts off and so many tattoos. By the way, the dudes are short as fuck and buff with pink board shorts on. Bye. Oh, you got pink board shorts on? You're 4'6" and you're wider than you are tall? Bye. Ultra, dude. Ultra. It's called Ultra. They literally were like, we're going to have a festival in Miami. What should we call it? And before they got to the word it, they were like, what should we call it? And some guy goes like this, Ultra, obviously. of a festival in Miami. Ultra. Some guy goes, ultra. Because that's the most name there is. And they'll be like, what if there's a torrential downpour? Downpour? What if there's a torrential downpour for 23 minutes? And they'd be like, fuck it, dude, it's ultra. Sunglasses on, doesn't matter. Is it nighttime? Doesn't matter. Sunglasses on? Hey, dude, do you have your sunglasses? No, can't get an ultra then. Why? Because it's ultra. The rain's coming. Who cares? Leave your sunglasses on. All right, fine. It's not even going to hit me for a long time anyway. I'm 4'6". I'm drowning because I'm too short. It's all good. Just stand on me. Now both of us together are 6'5". That song, Until May. That song plays until May. That's how long the song is. It plays until May. I don't give a fuck what month it is. It plays until May. If it's May, it plays until next May. So that's Miami. And I can't even, dude, I did a show in Miami. I did 2 shows in Miami and one time, and I was like, I'm just going to play Fort Lauderdale from now on. I'm not ultra. I am not ultra. So we did the shows in Chicago and it was fun. Had some good openers there. And now I'm back in LA and I caught the end of the Super Bowl, which was, I'm not a football guy, by any means. I'm not a sports guy. If you know anything about me, you know that. I can't get into something that where there are teams. It's just I'm not into teams. Like if I can lose a game and blame it on someone else, then it's their fault. It doesn't make me feel like I'm like, oh, you fucked up, bro. If I'm the tight end or whatever the fuck, or and then we lose, I could be like, yeah, it was the quarterback's fault. But if I'm doing that's why like bowling is cool because it's just you. But also it's not cool. But it is because it's just you. Like MMA is cool. It's just you. I mean, even though you got the coach and that's important, I understand that. Or the trainer or whatever the fuck. But I just can't get into a team sport because who cares? Because it's everyone else's fault if we lose. That's how my ego works. But I sat and I watched the end of it. And Patriots came back and they won. And Joe Buck is incredible, though. Joe Buck is incredible. I am a big Joe Buck fan, and it's because I feel like, I don't know this because I don't know anything about sports, but I feel like people totally don't like Joe Buck. I feel like people are so angry. I feel like Joe Buck has the job, and he has the job, but he wouldn't have won the popular vote to get the job. That's how I feel like Joe Buck is. And everyone is like, fuck this. No, we don't like Joe Buck, but he's still there because like the people in charge voted for him. And he's just like, I feel like Joe Buck will be like, now that's some football. And you're like, well, yeah, because they're playing football. But he, and he's got that show too, Undeniable it's called, I think, on the Audience channel. And I leave it on because, God, the balls you have to call your show Undeniable. The fucking balls. That's actually, you know what? That's what the festival in Miami should be called. Undeniable. And Joe Buck should be out there. And he'll be like, now that's a rave. But yeah, he's got a boat, but it's like an intimate thing. I don't know why everybody wants everybody to get intimate. What the fuck is that, dude? What the fuck is that? Why does everybody want everybody else to get intimate and then be like, oh, it was a great episode? No matter what the fuck the guy does, everyone wants them to get intimate. Joe Buck has a fucking football player on there and he's crying. because of something that happened in his childhood. His dad took the ball away or something. And that's what made him a football player. The last thing I want to watch is Dennis Rodman crying. I don't want to watch Dennis Rodman crying. I don't give a fuck about that. I want to watch Dennis Rodman talking about North Korea. That's what I want to watch about. Remember when that shit happened and he was talking all about how he was like, he played in North Korea and everyone was so mad at him? Dude, I don't give a fuck about what the fuck. They got the manager of the Dallas Cowboys talking about, and then when I was 11, oh, I don't give a fuck. I don't care when you were 11. I don't care, dude. I swear to God, we're a second away from having a show that gets the guy from Cake Boss on it talking about what happened when he was 14, and that's why he makes cakes. Why does everyone want to get everyone wants everyone else to get intimate? Fuck that. I'm down for a silly goose time, and that's it. Everybody talks about comedians. Oh, it's great. He got personal. I guess so. I mean, the best comedians can be personal but still be funny. But who gives a shit? Why? What is it about that? I don't know what it is. It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. I don't know. Some of the best, funniest shows are not like that. Like, Always Sunny in Philadelphia isn't like that. It's fucking hilarious. I loved it. But people love that shit, man. Insight to who you are. I guess relatability, I guess. I don't know. We're all fucked up. I guess that's how it makes us feel. Okay, good. I can be fucked up if the guy from Cake Boss is up here crying on Undeniable. Undeniable. Everybody wants somebody to be. But anyway, so the Patriots came back, which was crazy, man. I wanted Atlanta to win just because. I mean, I don't give a fuck. You know what? I want whatever team has the ball to win. That's what I want, because I want some good, down to earth, smash mouth football. I don't know what that means, but that's what I want. I heard Joe Buck say it. But my favorite thing about my least favorite, here's what I don't like about, here's what I fucking can't stand about football. And this is what, there's a lot of sports that do this. And I'm done with this shit. You play 4 quarters, and then the team with the higher score wins. Then, if it's a tie, you have to play more, which is not okay. You decide who wins at the end of the game, no matter what. In my world, that's how it goes. If I was the fucking commissioner of football or whatever that guy is up there, that I go like this. It's over. And they say, but it's a tie. I say, then we look who played better, and that's it. If the game is as long as the game, then that's it. You don't fucking tie and then say, well, okay, let's just play a little bit longer. Then that's not how long the game is. Baseball goes into extra innings? No. You look at the fucking whoever got more hits then. Oh, well, okay, the game's over, but we'll keep playing until someone else scores. Then why don't you just play until someone scores? Start the game, play until someone scores. That's the winner of the game, was 14 seconds. That's it. You telling me you don't know how long the game's going to be? I'm going to play indefinitely? That's basically what you're saying. No. Fuck that. I got shit to do. Fuck that. I'm going to sit down and watch a 4-hour game, and then if it's not over, I'm going to watch more? Eat my dick. Straight up. Here's what I hate even more than football. Soccer. So the fucking game is 4 quarters. You son of a bitch. And then it's 3-3, which, by the way, is too low of a score. Add more goals. Make them on the sides or some shit. Have fucking Romano Fellini kick a fucking goal to the side of it and be like, hey, but the side of the goal, I'm going to go for the side one. Romano Fellini is going to fucking kick past Alfonso Conchanzo, and he's going to fucking score. There's 7 goals. That's the new game. There's 7 goals. And the end of the game is going to be fucking 127 to 114. And either the Italians or the fucking Brazilians are going to win. And that's it. And if it's tied, the game is over. You look at the team who had the least fouls or made the least errors or whatever the fuck. If Alfonso Fellini is injured, then the fucking Brazilians win. Okay? But, you're going to fucking stop the game when it's tied 2-2, eat my dick, and then abandon the game and just have a shootout? Oh, hey, the game's over. Now let's just kick and try and score goals. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That is actually so disrespectful to hockey, hockey does it too, to fucking soccer fans. No, dude. Oh, all right. Hey, dude. All right. The game's over, dude. We tried. It's 1-1. Or better yet, it's 0-0. Pull my eyeballs out if it's 0-0. Dude, pull my eyeballs out if it's 0-0. And I watched the game for 14 hours because they're way too long. And now have the goalie just stand here. By the way, goalie, as if it's not disrespectful enough, put these fucking big-ass Mickey Mouse gloves on and guard your little Italian dick and balls. Dude, that's so disrespectful. Hey, guy from Brazil, we're going to have fucking 5 Italians rocket a multicolored soccer ball into your fucking Brazilian dick and balls. So put on these Mickey Mouse gloves and guard your 5-inch cock. Dude, that's the new game? That's the new game. They basically say, fuck soccer, guard your balls. We're going to have 5 Italians rocket a... Hey, guy from Nigeria, guard your 12-inch cock. Oh, shit, man. While fucking 7 guys from Croatia rocket... No, dude. No, that's the game then. Then that's the game. That's the game then. Shootout. That's what you call it. You call the game shootout. God, I fucking hate that. Oh, dude, if I was a Martian and I came to Earth and I watched soccer and then the game's over and I was like, well, that was a good game. And then somebody who was here was like, no, well, we gotta keep going. I'm like, what do you mean the game? You said the game would be 4 quarters? And they were like, well, but it's tied. What is this tie? Look at how many injuries there are or how many how many attempts or assists or whatever the fuck. And then they say, oh no, we're just going to do a shootout. And I say, but that's a different game. Fuck that. Take me to your leader. And then I get to the leader, shrink him down and then leave. I'm not doing that shit, man. That's bullshit, dude. That's so fucked up, dude. For real, I think that's fucked up. Change the game. So that's what happened, dude. And that was the first, whatever they call it, 5th quarter or sudden death in Super Bowl history. 52 years or whatever. That's crazy. That was a hard stat to believe. So yeah, that's what happened. And that's my rules on sports, I think. So I flew back from Chicago. I used to hate flying, actually, and now I love it because you can just zone out. You literally can't do anything, and you just have to sit there and watch, like Keeping Up with the Joneses or whatever the fuck. Not whatever that. There's some movie. You got to watch a movie. You have to. If you're lucky enough to get one of the planes that, by the way, it's bullshit that you can pay for a flight and you don't know if you're going to get a plane that's new or from 1967. It's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. If you're on first class, you pay a fucking shitload of money and you might get a pod with a curtain and a fucking like unlimited hot cocoa and a fucking like a lady that'll literally be on call to suck your dick, or a plane from 1967 that reclines 1.5 inches and you have to hold a chicken. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, it's just part of it. Sorry, we need to transport these chickens. And you're like, oh, go fuck yourself. I paid $4,000 for this. Give me the plane from 2019. It's bullshit. It's fucking utter bullshit. So I was lucky enough to get a good plane where I got a good seat. I sat next to the guy who, by the way, if it wasn't the guy next to me, it was the guy behind me or the guy in front of me, was lighting it up, dude. He farted every 40 minutes, and I would just have to fucking duck into my sweater. And I mean, dude, this guy was lighting it up. I'm not even trying to be funny. He was lighting it up. I couldn't even believe it, dude. And I was trying to sit there eating my stuffed pepper. Fuck you with your stuffed pepper. They'll do that. They'll get cute with one. They'll be like, for your choice of food is either chicken, or an ahi tuna salad, or we have a Pepto-Bismol shrimp. And you're like, you're a fucking airplane. Why don't you cut the funding for the Pepto-Bismol shrimp and get a fucking place where you can hold this goddamn chicken I have to hold? Do you know what I'm talking about? Hey, put the money into the goddamn reclining on the seats. Fucking bullshit. So now I'm on this plane and I got a good one. It was probably made in 2009 or something. And it's got all the categories of the movies I could watch. It'll be like, it's funny though. They always try to make it better than they do. They'll be like, new releases. You want to watch new releases? And you go and the new releases will be like Dreamgirls. The movie with fucking Eddie Murphy from 2005. You're like, new releases. But no, they did. They had some new releases, and I was like, so I picked Inferno. That's a flight movie. If I've ever heard of one, that's a flight movie. That's a movie you watch on a plane. The Tom Hanks third installment to the fucking Da Vinci Code, third installment. Inferno with Tom Hanks and whoever like the new hot, young, sexy actress is. That's what that movie is. Like there's no, like if you have a movie with Tom Hanks trying to find out fucking riddles and solve clues, you don't get by the way, it's Felicity Jones who's beautiful. She's great. And she was really good. She's in a bunch of shit. I'm not trying to I think she's a great actress and she's beautiful. But like that's so who is going to play that role. Like they get a British or wherever she's from. She's not American. There's no fucking way they'd get an American for that. There's no way in hell. Some producer was like, well, what about? And they said an American girl, and they literally shot him in the fucking head. And it was legal. And they had a court hearing about it, and they were like, well, he did mention, there is a law. You can shoot the producer if he does mention to hire an American actress on the third installment of the Da Vinci Code movie when you already have Tom Hanks running around fucking Istanbul. So it's so obvious that they had to pick the Felicity Jones. Just the metrics and the whole system. That's how it came to be. So they got her, and they got him. I'm going to fix this microphone. Hold on, because I got to sit differently. So they got this, and I turned it on, and I was like, oh, that's the movie you watch. That's the flight movie. So I turned it on. And I saw Da Vinci Code, which was fine. I read the book, which was awesome. I don't give a fuck. It was a pulp read, but it was awesome. And then I didn't watch Angels and Demons because I don't need to see that again. I'm sure it was cool or whatever. But then and it was a plane. I was on a plane. I was like, oh, let's watch Inferno. So I watched the movie, and it was. I think Tom Hanks is. I mean, he's so fucking good. I can't even wrap my head around it. I thought he was great in the movie with the Captain. What's it called? The Captain movie, Captain Jones or Captain. Sully? No. Sully was the airplane one. The Captain, the one where he got. You know what I'm talking about? Captain. Where the guys took over the boat. Anyway, Captain Phillips, and he was fucking amazing. I mean, that last scene of him where he's in shock and he's just like, I was like, oh, he's the best. He's unbelievable. But that wasn't what made me think he might be the greatest actor of all time. What made me think he might be the greatest actor of all time was when I watched Sully, which was, he played I don't know how Sully is in real life. But he legitimately played the most boring character in the world, but made it so interesting. I mean, he played a boring guy. Let's face it, a pilot who's like 60 with a mustache is boring. I know that's a sweeping generalization, but show me the guy that's a pilot with a mustache that's just like some white guy. That's not boring. I'm being prejudiced 100%. But he played this guy, and he played a boring guy. I don't know if the real Sully's boring, but like, it was so good. He was so good that he played this guy and fucking killed it. I mean, the movie was fine. It was good. It was good. And he was great. And I was like, this guy's on another level to play a boring ass motherfucker and kill it, you know? So I watched Inferno, and oh my. I mean, this movie, I don't even know. Maybe I'm a dumb fuck, but I didn't even know what the fuck. These clues that they left, they might have been speaking another language. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And this movie did the two things that I hate. They're devices that I hate. They're so overused, and I hate them the most. The one I hate the most, I'll say first, which is the character, like something loud happens while a character's doing something, like a train goes by, and then he has like a violent flashback because of it, where he has to like kneel down, and then he remembers like, and you get like an image, like a train goes by, it's like, and then he's like, and he kind of like kneels or grabs a table, and then we see like an image of like a hooded guy in a field, and we're like, well, what's that? And then it goes back, and he's like grabbing the table, and he's like, and then we find out who the hooded guy is later on in the movie. Drives me nuts. Why do you need a train to go by to have the guy have a flashback? Just have a fucking flashback. What the fuck's why does a bird need to go, and then you're like, and then like, you see like him as a kid, and the mom's pouring him some water, and like, she's like, now drink it, and then later on you find out that it was like poisoning him or some shit. Why you need a bird to caw to have that shit happen? Just have the fucking flashback. I don't like that. That drives me nuts. Here's the other one that I don't like. A guy who sees something and then wipes his eyes and is like, and looks, and it's not there. That drives me nuts. And this movie had both of those things. That drives me nuts. I don't even really want to explain it more. It just like, come on, movies. How many movies are doing that shit? Where he's just like, what the fuck? And they see a guy and a snake comes out of his back and then bites him on the neck, and he's like, whoa, and he looks, and the guy's not there, and he's just at home in his study. And he's like, I better keep Googling this shit to find out the bottom line. I don't like that. But the movie was just, it wasn't for me, man. That being said, I would have fucking killed a family member to be in that movie. That would have been awesome, to be in a fucking Inferno with Tom Hanks and running around. Fuck that, I'll put on a wig and be Felicity Jones. Tom Hanks is awesome, dude. You know who was good in that movie? Was that guy in Life of Pi. That 60-year-old Afir, whatever the hell his name is. Really good. That guy was fucking awesome. Anyway, I saw that, and then I turned on Born Identity, and it was like, oh, I'm watching too many guys have flashbacks. They had the Born Supremacy or whatever the fuck the last one was. Born Ultimatum. Born Ultra. It took place in Miami during the festival. Born, you know what it was called? Born Undeniable. And he had to fucking go find out Joe Buck. He had to go find Joe Buck. Where he would have a flashback, and then Joe Buck would be interviewing Matt Damon, and Matt Damon was crying. And then he found him at the end and fucking killed Joe Buck. And then everyone who fucking voted for the popular vote was so happy. So yeah, I watched that, and I got only halfway through it, and then the plane landed. I didn't know. I don't know about, dude. I think I'm really dumb, dude. I don't get movies, man. You got to explain the shit to me so hard. The movie's got to be just about some basic shit. It literally has to be about a guy. The movie has to be called Sitting Down, and it's about a guy who's just like takes a seat and then has a relationship with a girl that's totally straightforward, and then that's it. No flashbacks. The second there's a flashback, I'm lost. I'm like, who was that guy? Was that him? Was that his mom? Who was the girl that brought him the water? I'm gone. I'm a fucking idiot. So I watched both of those, and I love Matt Damon. By the way, there's a scene in the fucking Bourne Ultimatum where Matt Damon just goes. I love. He punches the shit. It's the first scene where he has to fight this guy, and he just walks right up to him and punches him. Every dude loves that scene because it's like, fuck yeah, I would do that, but it would not be that way. Yeah. So that's it about the Bourne. Undeniable. And then that's it. And then so that's what I watched, and then I got home. You know what else I was thinking about? Which is hilarious to me, is that I saw this picture. Oh, by the way, you know what I'm fucking sick of? Is when I had this, I posted this thing. Let me talk about this actually. I wanted to talk about this. I posted this thing on Instagram. Let me pull it up. It was sometimes if you follow me on Instagram, you know my shit. I do these rants, these long fucking rants that on making fun of these pictures. It usually has to do with fashion or a couple being like too annoyingly cute. And I'll be like, hey, I'll make fun of the, hey guy, don't wear this fucking hat. It's like a hat with like fucking 4 bills or something. And a tail. And I'll tag it, congratulations world. And I do it all the time. And I did this one, you can go back and look. It was a week ago or something, 2 weeks ago, I don't know. These people driving holding their guns, and they have these watches on that are like these fancy watches, and these Starbucks or these coffees, and the picture's so douchey. It's just so funny, and they got these fancy watches on, and they got the guns, and just they posed to take the picture. It just looks douchey, and I made fun of it. I did one of those rants where I was like, oh, it's so funny. These guys will shoot you fashionably. Not only will they kill you, I'll drive by your place after stopping at Starbucks and shoot you with my girlfriend. Like, dumb shit, but I thought it was funny. This guy who I don't know his name or whatever, but he's got a bunch of followers on Instagram. I think his name's Colin or something. I don't know. But he like reposted it, and he was like, this is not funny. Gun rights, and I looked at his page and I was like, oh, this fucking guy. Like every other post was him shooting a gun, which is fine. And I wasn't making fun of, I wasn't even saying don't have a gun. I was literally, let me tell you something. If they didn't have these watches on in this photo, I wouldn't have fucking made fun of the photo. It wouldn't have been funny with that if they were just holding the guns. It literally had nothing to do with them having the guns. It was just making a joke. And I was ranting. And these fucking gun rights people, dude. I mean, it was amazing. They lit me up on his page. And dude, I don't even give a fuck that much about that, like about the shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I just thought it was a douchey photo. Like these guys had to take the photo. I was like, oh, imagine these people taking the photo. Oh, baby, put your gun right here. I'll put your gun right here, and make sure you show your watch. And I'm gonna try and snap this photo of both of us here like this. That's fucking stupid. I don't care about your gun. You're an idiot. And then they loaded it. And then apparently this guy was like, this was a movement that people were trying to do that were like gun activists that were saying like, this hashtag, they were trying to make it say like, oh, you don't know the movement, which is called steel waiting. Oh, that's very dumb. Oh, that makes it worse though. About how guns don't kill people. It's the people that do it that are mentally unstable that do it, and we're saying like we're still waiting for the guns to go off because I'm a gun owner and I don't know how to, I'm a gun owner and I would never use it irresponsibly, which I get, okay, cool, but don't call it steel waiting because that's very, very stupid. Steel waiting, dude. Oh, you try to make it better, but you have a fucking dorky pun? Or whatever the fuck you call it. Play on words. Bye. I get it, man. I get it. I get it. Nobody thinks a gun can kill somebody if the gun isn't held by someone. Well, I get it. Have your gun. Do it. Do target practice. Protect yourself. But if I'm making fun of a picture that's douchey, that has guns in it, and you take it seriously, guess what? You're a fucking problem. You dummy. Yeah, you're also getting mad at the wrong guy, dude. You're getting mad at the wrong guy. I'll make fun of anything. I make fun of a guy with a fucking hat on. I'll make fun of a guy with an oversized coat on and a hat on. We don't have people saying hashtag and hats of America like, not cool, dude, because they know it was a joke. Yeah, that was crazy though, man. I kind of love it though. I love it because these guys just fucking, they go nuts, man. And then I'm like, it makes me giggle, dude. It makes me giggle in my hotel room in Indianapolis. Yeah. It's just too much, man, this internet shit, man. This internet shit. And then what blew up on Instagram was Beyonce's photo. Beyonce does shit. I swear to God, man. Beyonce's the woman, without like the strong woman, you know, that like doesn't stand for shit, doesn't need a man. Get it? We get it. She's her own woman. She's amazing, so empowering to women, and her own brand, and a phenomenal singer. I mean, she's great. But it's so funny that Beyonce will take a picture on top of a fucking beat up old like Ford or whatever the fuck, and pregnant and naked and holding her titties, and people will be like, go yay. And then if like a girl popular on Instagram did that with 700,000 followers, people would be like slut shaming her. That's hilarious to me. People are who you want them to be in your mind. They're not who they are. You fucking assholes. You know what I mean? People will look at Beyonce and be like, you go, yay. You don't need anybody to tell you you can't do that shit. Or Bey, right? Bey, not yay. Yay's Kanye. Oh, whatever. You go, Bey. Yoncé. You go, Yoncé. Hey, use the whole name. Some people call her Bey and some people call her Yoncé. Just put it together, asshole, and say Beyoncé. And also, dude, but yeah, that drives me crazy. That people are just who you want them to be because you made it up in your head. You would take a fucking girl who posts asshole shots, literally, or I saw a girl on Instagram once post a picture of her in tights in this chain link fence, and the holes in the chain link fence were bigger than normal, and she sat up against the chain linked fence and had it so one of the links in the chain links was in her ass crack, and her butt cheeks were coming out through the holes of the chain link fence. And I guess some guys were like, wow, that's hot. And then some girls were like, what a fucking slut. All I could think was when I saw that picture is how much actual shit now are on her pants because of the chain link fence pushing it in her asshole. And if Beyonce did that, people would be like, you go, Yoncé. You don't need no man. You leave your man if you wanna. Go ahead and smash a fire hydrant. Go ahead, Yoncé. Get that shit in those neon tights. Like, come on, dude. Come on. No, you don't get to fucking make up who people are in your own head. You gotta fucking... God, it drives me nuts, man. Also, who? Look, she's amazing. She figured life out apparently, and I actually think she's fucking super talented. But who the fuck takes a picture on a car with like a veil over her head and like holding her titties to send out to Instagram to be like, "Hey guys, I'm pregnant." Yo, that's wild, dude. That's like a dream you would have, and you'd wake up and you'd be like, "Dude, I had this fucking crazy dream where like Yoncé was sitting on a fucking old broken down Chevelle with a bunch of flowers around her and a veil over her face and body and holding her titties, and she was pregnant." Also, I love that like so many women probably left their man after Beyoncé came out with that song where Jay-Z cheated on her. And like it literally probably inspired thousands of women to leave their men. And because like, fuck him, I don't need this guy anymore. He cheats on me. And then Beyoncé was like, stayed with her man, and not only that is pregnant, and not only that is pregnant with twins. Jay-Z was like, "Yeah, you ain't going nowhere. Here's two." And like had an orgasm in her pussy and was like, "There's two, you ain't going nowhere." And then probably left and was like, "Gotta go work." And then made a song about bitches. That's the best, dude. And then Beyonce goes up and is like, "Fuck it, I'm announcing I'm pregnant. I'm gonna hold my titties." And everyone's like, "You go, Yoncé." Well, it's such a weird world we live in, man. By the way, I think she should do that if she wants to. I think she should fucking do that if she wants to. The girl can fucking put her asshole up against the chain link fence if she wants to. I don't give a fuck. But like, just shut the fuck up about it. Shut the fuck up about one thing's good and the other thing's bad just because it's a different person. Or maybe that's right, dude. Maybe that's right. Maybe you build up enough clout in the social media world or in your fucking personal world where you can do a shot like that and it's okay. Maybe they're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. You know? I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe that is how it should be. I don't know. Fuck. But yeah, so that's about it. Well, we covered a lot of shit, no? It's 50 minutes about, so I think that might be good for episode 2 or whatever episode this is. Talked about the Patriots winning. Atlanta, I wanted Atlanta to win though because I'm gonna go. I like Atlanta. I go there a lot to perform. Yeah, next week. When's this one gonna come out? Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there in Atlanta maybe when this comes out. But yeah, February 10th, I think I'm in Atlanta. And then, so yeah, you can go. I think it's sold out. I'm doing 2 shows, but you can check crystalia.com for that. I got a bunch of tour dates rolling up. I got Raleigh. I think I said Raleigh last time. I don't think that's right. I think it's Raleigh, North Carolina. And then Raleigh and Virginia Beach, yeah. And also a bunch of other ones, Australia and Vancouver. And Vancouver's where I'm shooting my special. I think that's might be sold out. Maybe there's tickets left on the second showing. I'm shooting both of those, though. People always say, "Are you shooting the early one or the later one?" Both of them. And then Seattle. I think that might be sold out. I don't know, whatever. But go check. And tweet me, #congratulationspod, if you got some questions or that maybe I can talk, if you wanted me to talk about something, if I get enough of a certain thing, I might bring it up on the next podcast. So this has been episode 2. This one was 49 minutes. And we're going to get in, this is still the beginning. But, and then next time I do this, I do a show here, next episode will be less echoey. I'm sorry about the echo, but I got fucking so many egg crate fucking sound things coming. It's going to be insane. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to get all my fat dude friends to come stand in here while I talk and have them be quiet, so all the sound will just fucking absorb in their fucking fat bellies. So lost the whole audience right there at the end. There's that. And then I got some LA dates too. Everyone's always asking me they're tweeting me. Don't tweet me if I'm in LA. I'm always in LA. I don't put those dates on my website. Just go to thecomedystore.com or thelaughfactory.com. Sometimes I'm at theimprov.com. So that's that. And then I guess that's it. I got an episode coming out on The Great Indoors with Joe McHale. I played his rival in an episode of that coming out. And so be on the lookout for that. It's on CBS. That was a lot of fun. And my new special's coming out in this summer. This summer, my new special's coming out. And then, another movie coming out this summer on Netflix called Little Evil. So that's about it, man. Thanks for listening. This is Congratulations with Chris D'Elia. You guys are the best. And tweet me and use that hashtag CongratulationsPod. Thanks a lot, guys.
Congratulations. Congratulations.